Over the course of the years that Fortnite Battle Royale has been around, the whole community took content creation to a whole new level, which began the legacy of Fortnite montages. And ever since then, some of the most nostalgic and hyped up songs have been used for those montages. Then came the term Fortnite montage song, which we all have definitely used before. This is the history of Fortnite montage songs. The creative, competitive, and trick-shotting sides of the Fortnite community invented the use of rap songs from mostly underground artists, and that set the standard for the Fortnite montage scene as we know it today, making it a win-win situation for both the creators and the song artists, which made the most songs used for Fortnite montages have the title Algorithm Songs, or ALG songs for short. The use of these ALG songs created a cycle where when a new song comes out from a new upcoming or underground rapper, the songs then would be used by most of the community, which creates the trend of using that song, making you gain more and more views and audience. Then when the song dies out, it loses its fame, and then the cycle repeats. Big organizations and teams contained the people who stood out the most during the old days of Fortnite before Chapter 2 had even begun. As the game started peaking more and more and players got more familiar with the game, becoming fluent and creating new mechanics, the vast majority of players improved, letting them show off their skills inside those Fortnite montages.
Oh my god!
The players showcased their building, editing, mechanics and eliminations, which was the ongoing theme for how the Fortnite montages started. And still to this day, this is how they're created. At the same time, TikTok was blowing up and most of the songs came from there, and were later popularized by the Fortnite community. The old term was TikTok songs, but then the term was changed into algorithm songs, which made more sense. At the very beginning of the algorithm songs era, some of the most songs used included La La La, The Box, Rockstar, Mood, Falling, Blueberry Faygo, Roxanne, Party Girl, Goosebumps and Godzilla. At the beginning of the Fortnite montage scene, the editing of montages were either low or little to none, but for some of the trick-shotting videos specifically, they had high-quality cinematic editing. And I say some, because the other 80% of trick-shot videos were just plain trick-shot clips with overused pop songs and all the thumbnails looked like this. Screenshot of a cinematic from the game, text, then the artist's pictures. They were so bland, I swear to God. But then came the unique standouts. Two new styles to montages have been introduced: cinematic creative montages and cinematic trickshot montages. The cinematic creative montages belonged to Flea and Milliam. Milliam was hiding in the shadows back then, but since Flea was such a big creator, he reacted to Milliam more than once, which attracted people to him, and he showed the community a never seen before style of editing.
What?
But the cinematic trickshot montages belong to people like Shill, 12th Hour, Shooter Time, Cuddy and Shiv. They really took editing to the highest level so far. Using external effects and ideas that were completely and literally out of the box was the most beautiful style brought into the Fortnite montage community. The best thing about cinematic montages is that they never had a specific song trend. They all used different ones. Every single editor had their own unique style. With the pandemic forcing everyone to stay home, obviously nobody did anything but sit in their rooms playing games 24/7. From March 2020 to November 2021 were the best times for Fortnite videos and montages ever. Every single Fortnite channel was blowing up and algorithm songs were gaining millions and millions of views. This made the montages give birth to highlights videos, which became popular really quickly in the competitive scene, with many of the top pros of Fortnite showing their skills. A lot of different highlight editors started popping up and a new community was created, the highlight editing community. LMGK, Yarn, Valwop and Nombi were the most requested from editors in the long beginning of Fortnite highlights. Montages and highlights were at their peak and it was ahead of its time. When highlights were at the top, there were so many algorithm songs that were overused way too much. I'll give you a list. A very long one. Picture I Paint, Gang Gang, Bankroll, Out of Love, Seats, Never Change is probably the most overused one. So Long, Fake Love, Riding My Foot. Should I continue? No? I didn't think so. The downfall of the Fortnite montage editing community started because Fortnite itself started dying. A lot of the updates Epic Games released weren't liked because some of the biggest, the most fun features were removed constantly. The pump shotgun, which was the only gun used for clips and montages, was removed. Fortnite montage views started declining and content creators started to lose motivation and not enjoy the game to even upload. This wasn't the only update that changed the game drastically, but for the montage community, it was the most impactful. The quality of Fortnite montages plummeted and just weren't enjoyable anymore. With this came the quantity over quality mindset for most creators. Also, performance mode made the clips look like shit, let's be honest. Like, what kind of potato are we looking at here? Bro playing Fortnite on a freaking toaster. When all the big editors and creators started leaving, the highlight editing community was seeing a lot of new styles of editing. New editors started creating new styles and adding more variety to the Fortnite editing community. All these editors started commissions for purchasing edits from them. The term over-editing quickly became used to describe all of these editing styles that the new editors have made. Editors like Kanji, Suvio, Shard, Precise, Smoothie, Neeks and AP or API, I really don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. All of them became the big league and became the leaders of the highlight community and gained the most attraction and attention on YouTube and Twitter. The only disadvantage of over-editing though was that few creators were buying from these editors since people had different preferences for editing. But a few months later, that was literally the only style that was available and that's what everyone was doing, making it the only style that you could buy. So creators were thankfully forced out of the quantity over quality mindset and onto new and improved highlight videos. With so many varieties now, other random people started copying the big editors and making money out of it. Obviously people got mad at them, and then the new swear word was created to call people names and throw hate at them. Clones. And this is where the Fortnite editing community started becoming evil. Twitter was the main source and the main place for all the editors to show their work, and the clones got so much hate for showing their work over there. Cloning became such a big deal, striking arguments left, right, center and non-stop, but the clones never stopped. Every single editor at the time had their clone. Oh, and remember how I said that cinematic montages don't have any song trends? Well, Flea and Millium clones, the biggest clones of Twitter, used every single song that they used, and they became Millium and Flea songs. For example, In the End, Save That, Save Me, the remix, I'm an Sound the Alarm Club, I Don't Wanna Do This Anymore, the remix, and Milk. All of them were overused by clones. When I was part of the Twitter community at that time, my timeline was literally just arguments and clones. It became funny to me at this point. The editing community on Twitter was, and still is, the most hateful and negative side of the Fortnite community. I'm so happy I left that place, my life improved so much. Fortnite highlights are now at an all-time low. Most creators have stopped posting, and if they do even post, it's very rare and infrequent. Despite Fortnite montages being popular for nearly 3 years, they have still been on top of the Fortnite community and are still one of, if not the most popular types of content nowadays. The current state of the Fortnite editing community has changed a lot. Since there are barely any highlights, the only popular style now is cinematic montages. This time, when I say there aren't any song trends, I mean it. There are no song trends. There is never a song that's been used more than once. They're all different. For the future of Fortnite, I don't think it's going to die completely for years to come, since they still pull out ideas that at least grab the attention of players for a decent while. Although we dislike the game sometimes, Epic Games has created one of the best and most played games in the whole world and in the history of gaming. The game changed all of our lives so much, and I don't know what anyone's life would be without Fortnite. And who knows if the game will be at its peak again. There is still money being invested into the montage space, like NorCal and Team Fate recently invested in epic cinematic masterpieces by Reggie and Natty, so no one really knows where it could go for the next few years. So thank you Epic Games for changing all our lives. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I just want to say that this video was inspired by Numby's The Downfall of Fortnite Montages video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and consider subscribing because I worked very hard on this video. By the way, Numby has made a Spotify playlist that contained like half of the algorithm songs that were used back then. So if you want some nostalgia, then check the playlist out. It's in the description down below for you. Take care everybody, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.